Today I am making lotion. These are all the ingredients I use. This is a face cream that we make that helps, reduce puffiness and keep the skin looking a little bit younger. It's a carrot-based cream, but this is what we put in it. Nothing crazy. All natural ingredients. Even the quote-unquote chemicals we put into them are naturally derived. So I try to take pride in that. So let's get started, shall we? All right, my gloves on, and we're going to start with sanitizing our containers. I use 99% isopropyl alcohol. I squirt it into each one, and then I lay out a paper towel and let them dry out. So that's what I'm doing here. I don't own stainless steel tables, so I put down clean paper every time I make a new batch. And then I do my best to make sure everything is sanitary. Alcohol goes on just about every surface, so this particular batch is going to make roughly 17 jars. Each jar is about 3 ounces. There we go. So first thing we're going to do is prep our water. I need to heat it up. I usually heat my water in a microwave. You can use a double boiler. I personally don't like to use the double boiler method. I just feel like I can control the sanitation of my dishes better this way. So, but I'm going to start with 40 ounces of distilled water for this number of jars. And I'm going to heat it up to about 150 degrees, maybe 160 degrees in the microwave. It's about 6 minutes on high for the machine that I have. While my water is heating, I'm going to get together my oil and wax ingredients. So this is VTMS 50. This acts as a emulsifier for the product. Helps the oils and the waters mix together. It has a nice silky soft skin feel. It's I'm going to add some stearic acid. This is the main emulsifier. Without this, the oils and the water would just not mix together. So the BTMS 50, I used a ½ ounce. For this, I'm using 3 ounces of the stearic acid. It's important to measure your ingredients out. Try to be exact. And then this is Emulsifying Wax, which is a blend of cetyl and cetyl alcohol, and it helps add a nice skin feel to your product. A lot of people like to think they can use beeswax and other things in lotion. I find it very difficult to make a good lotion with beeswax, and I don't like the way it feels on the skin. It has a sticky quality, so I use this. I get these products from Lotion Crafters. I like their products. I'm not sponsored, so. Now we're going to use Kokum Butter, K-O-K-U-M. I'm going to use 4 ounces of it. It's a good hard butter. I don't use coconut oil in any of my lotion products. Coconut oil is comedogenic, so it's going to clog your pores. I don't like it for that. It's great for soap because it's a good cleaner, but it's not great as a moisturizer. I always, am surprised when people just want to slather it on their skin because then they break out and they don't know why. So Kokum butter is a very hard oil. It's like cocoa butter. It, you know, is just hard as rock, it seems like. Next, I'm going to use mango butter. I used 4 ounces of the cocoa butter. I'm going to use 3 ounces of the mango. I'm also going to use 3 ounces of shea when I get to it. Forgot my spoon. Be right back. Probably should have done this oil last. It gets my gloves real dirty. I don't like wasting gloves, but I don't like using dirty gloves either, so, you know. That should do it, I think. There we go. Yeah, where do I put it? I know. It's such a small workspace. And it's in the back of my retail shop. So we make everything here in-house. We're located in Wrightwood, California. We're open every weekend if you're ever up here visiting the San Gabriel Mountains. Come on by. Open every Saturday and Sunday, 11 to 5. Open online 24/7. But this is the shea butter. I'm adding this in, and it is 3 ounces. I have a pretty good oil supplier located near us. We're in Southern California, and in Riverside there's this company called Sabaria International. Again, not sponsored, but they have every soap making oil you could imagine that you would need. So it's a little bit of avocado oil. I put in a couple ounces of that. I'll put the exact recipe down in the comments. But this is rice bran oil here. I believe I got this one from Lotion Crafter. I love rice bran oil though. It is so nourishing to the skin. I like to use a little bit of castor oil for its emollient qualities. So I just use an ounce. If I had red turkey oil, I would use that instead because that's an emulsifying castor oil, but at the same time, regular castor oil works just fine. And I'm going to add an ounce of, actually an ounce and a half of carrot seed oil. It's cold pressed. It's pretty expensive stuff. You can get it from Brambleberry. You can get it from Bulk Apothecary. There's a lot of places that carry it. I need to add rosehip oil to this, but I'm going to add that once the oils are melted because I don't want to. Rosehip oil is gentle and fragile, and I don't want to overheat it. So I'd rather add it to the melted product. All right, so now I'm going to finish prepping my water. So once the water is heated, about 150 degrees, I'm going to add 15 grams of borax to my water. And then I'm going to add 40 grams of vegetable glycerin to the water. And then I'm going to just mix it up. The borax and the glycerin add silkiness and softness to the skin feel of the lotion. You know, I know I keep saying those words, but they really, you know, you don't want a lotion that's greasy or tacky or gross feeling. You want one that's going to be nice on your skin. And, you know, so the ingredients that I use are going to leave your skin feeling nice. And because this is for your face, I don't want it to be a gross feeling lotion. I want it to absorb rapidly. I don't want it to leave a greasy feel. And I want it to work. So that's what I do. So I'm going to get together my additives. So we're going to start with an ounce of carrot extract. This is different than carrot seed oil. So, you know, you can use like 1% in your recipe. And then I'm going to use, what's next? Some vitamin E. No, my preservative. So, Optiphen. It's pretty good. And then I'm going to add some Tocopherol or vitamin E oil if you like. I add about an ounce of that. It's a big batch of lotion, so a little bit goes a long way. Then I have some silk amino acids, silk peptides basically. Add an ounce of this. And then I've got some green tea extract for the antioxidant quality. Add about an ounce of that. I'm also going to add an ounce of lavender to this. I did not show it, but I'll go. That does get added. When I had paused the camera, I went and grabbed it and put it in. But now that the oils are all melted, I'm going to add my Rosehip Oil. And add between 1 and 2 ounces. I usually go about 1 myself, but you'll want to make sure you stir it in to keep it from, to make sure that it all gets blended in. You're adding a cold product to the hot oil. It doesn't always naturally melt at once, so. But I'm going to get my stuff out of the way, measure my oil ingredients. I like my water to be about 120 and I like my oils to be about 180 so that they average a temperature of about 150, maybe 130 by the time they're all done. Because I don't want it to kill my preservative, right? Anything over, for Optiphen, anything over about 160 degrees is what kills it. I have to go look it up. I have it written down when I make this stuff. It's on my instructions. But you want to make sure that your preservative doesn't die, because then you're prone to bacterial growth and you don't want that. So you're going to add your oil to your lotion. I had to go get my big boy blender because the little one broke. I don't even know what happened. It just snapped in half. So, but I'll be using this guy. I just put it on its lowest setting and let it go, and I just make sure everything gets emulsified together. I don't want to have any pockets of oil in the water mixture at all. So I just go around and round and round until it gets all blended in, you know. And then when I feel like I've blended it enough, I will add in my additives. So this only takes a couple minutes. It doesn't take a long time. It's pretty simple to do. Probably shouldn't have done this today. I threw my back out a week ago, and standing up kills me, sitting down kills me. I'm like, I might as well get some work done, you know, so, but I'll probably pay for it later. All right. Just connect that. It's good to keep your dirty dishes around so you have something to put your dirty blender stick into. And by the way, if I was going to make more lotion after this, I always wash and sanitize everything in between each thing I make. I don't ever double it up. So, but I'm just going to pour these out. I just fill them to the top. I know a lot of people just fill to the collar. I like to pour them all the way. It's just me. It's personal preference. I don't have a lotion filling machine that can get it absolutely on the dot every time. I just have never invested in one because I only make small batches. I don't make hundreds of jars at a time. I make, 30 to 40 at a time, and I just like hand pouring stuff. I don't know. There's something relaxing about the whole handmade process. So I just do it for myself that way. I'm just going to fill up all these jars. In the background, I've got my favorite football team on. I got the Green Bay Packers playing, and I just hope they don't blow it today. We're going to wish we'd made that extra point later. I know that much. Carolina is supposed to be the worst team, and They keep scoring on us because our defense stinks, but anyway. As you can see, I just fill these jars up. I get this size jar from US Plastics. You can also use distributors like SKS bottles and packaging. There's other packaging companies that you can work with. I just go for the cheapest supplier for my needs. I shop around, you know. I'd love to do some custom ones sometime, but you know, it's another financial investment, and this has been a weird year. So I believe I'll have enough for all but like one jar. The one jar not being on the table yet, I'll probably have to go sanitize one or two more, because there's a little bit left in there, and it'll fill in like 2 to 3 more jars, most likely, maybe 1 to 2 more jars. I do have jars that are off screen. That's why I keep reaching over there. And I just like to put paper towels down too, because you know, when you pour like this, you spill a lot and it can be a pain. But yeah, I've got enough for about 2 more bottles in there, but thanks for watching.